Why is it being so weird? Oh, it's because I'm being weird. Oh no, it's just because it's really slow. That's why. What the hell am I doing? That's what I'm doing. Sorry. Let me just reorganize. Because for some reason it was fine and then it was being a bum. But is the audio fine? And stuff? I hope so. Oh, my mouse is being a dick. There we go. Live editing. Live editing my stream. That's better. It was really like slow and laboured just then. Got a different backdrop. My window's over there, although not getting any natural light because the summer is officially over. Just really sad. It's really sad. Oh, my friend just sent me a very long, very intense message. Not the time for it. Not the time for it, friends. Yeah, me too. Me too. I've got some really cute things. Look. Look at these froggies. Little froggos. Many frogs. Many frogs. And you guys' thing, what's it called? Request is up first. This one. I know, so many frogs. So many frogs. I spent all day just being snoozy on the sofa today. So I'm like still a bit dopey, even though it's like 8 o'clock almost in the evening. It's not bad. Oh, I was thinking, oh my god, I'm probably going to be super... Oh, what, me being sleepy? But I was like, oh my god, when I go back to school next week, I'm going to be so like dopey and out of it. Yeah, rain is good. I was thinking that today. I was like, oh yeah, I remember them saying that rain is good. Rain is good. I have got a cup of tea with me this time because I am just like dying of tired. But I was thinking of doing the streams once every 2 weeks instead of once a week, because actually all of this prep stuff takes like 100 years to do on top of regular business stuff. So I think I might do it every 2 weeks. But yeah, I won't be able to do a really long call afterwards because we're going to Somerset tomorrow, so I need to sleep. I need to leave the stream and go to sleep, like immediately, because we're going to get up early and do some cleaning first, because we're not children anymore, we're adults, proper adults. Okay, I've got my hats behind me too. And also Pablo. Little Pablo. I told you he's massive. Yeah, cleaning is like endless in my household, and then we want to add a baby into the mix next year. It's like, what are we thinking? What are we thinking? It'll just be, it'll be a mess tsunami. A mess tsunami. It will be, that's a really good way to think of it, actually. A mess tsunami. Yeah, no, I know. It's we've been talking about it for a long time. We're like meticulous planners, so that was kind of like in discussion for like properly maybe last week, which is really fun. But I do have to save £3,000, which is going to be fun, really fun. Given that I just had to spend loads on my car, it's like, oh, I know that for a fact that's gonna crop up again. Like, when we come to it, it's like, oh, you got £3,000? Oh, that's cool. Your car needs to be replaced. Nightmare. But cars are expensive. But you need them around here. Don't necessarily need a car when you're in London, like. Yeah, no, I heard that. No, my brake pads just needed my brake discs just needed repairing. I'm like obsessive compulsive about my car. Oh really? I'm a really excellent driver, so that would be interesting to see. But yeah, like yeah, I take excellent care of my car. He's 14 years old, and every time I go to the garage, like it doesn't matter what garage it is, every time the mechanic's like, "Oh, it's a nifty little car. It's a really good car," and I'm like, "Yeah, I take very good care of it." He's my little boy, and I only learned how to drive 2 years ago. So he's my first car. He's my little boy. Oh, guys, fish people. I'm never gonna take this shirt off, ever. I wish I could wear it to school, but I have to dress business casual, which is like not fun or fashionable at all. It could be. I do try and make it fashionable, but it's like kind of hard to be fashionable and teach. Oh, my friend keeps messaging me. Oh, so long. Oh my god. No, it's my technician from work. He's old and he has cancer, and he's just telling me like he loves to like list all of the like medical things. We're like both really interested in medicine and that. And he's just telling me like about lymph nodes and things. It's really cool. But I won't reply now because it'll just be like a quick like, oh my god. That sounds really cool. But it's lung stuff. So he's telling me all about the sections of lung that they are looking at and doing biopsies on and stuff. I don't get to see him next week. We have 2 people in my department who have cancer, and they're both not going to be there next week, which is really sad because I'll miss them. I'll miss them. But it's fine. It's fine. They're just keeping themselves healthy, like. Oh yeah, shit. 4 minutes to go. Oh my god. Right, I'll do that now. Hello, my darlings. It's Doodle Date time. Doesn't time fly? I can't believe it's been a week already. I have to start out by apologising for the lighting because it's going to reflect in my glasses. I think I just have to resign myself to the fact that that's going to happen from time to time because, yeah, light reflects. So I'm trying a new layout today. As you can tell probably by my background, this is like my shop area, although it's looking kind of sparse because I've had to spread things out because me and my husband share the office because he's doing working from home. So it's not as full of stuff as it usually is, but I've got all my packing supplies over there and stuff. It's really cute, and I show it off on Patreon regularly. So if you want to pop on over there and have a look, cheeky segue into promoting my Patreon. Also today we have Pablo, my cactus, one of my cacti. He's the biggest boy, and you usually don't see him because he's usually on the side. So I thought, yay, I can showcase Pablo today, who inspired the cactus, one of the cactuses from last week's stream. So let's begin, shall we? Let's begin. I've got lots of goodies for you, as you can see to the side, which are all discounted from the usual, and also I have some exclusives which aren't going live until next week, so you can get them here first, and a discount, lucky you. So I will show them off in a bit, but I will get to the first request. Should we go to the first request? So you get to see my setup as well when this is timed out. You get to see the massive tripod that's over the top of my iPad. So I've got a couple here, and I've made sure to write them in pink so you can actually see them, because I kept saying, it's in green. And you can't see it, but I have them written on nice pieces of card today in pink so you can actually see them. So the first one is from Rima and Theo from Striking, and I keep tripping over this, it's a Covavo, so like a COVID avo, like COVID avocado, so it's an avocado wearing a mask. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this. I had a couple of thoughts about how I was going to do this, but I think maybe we'll do a cut avocado with a mask. I think that's where we're going to go with it. But I mean, we'll see where we get to on it. So I need a green to start off with. Inside's this kind of green, isn't it? I'm going to have my palettes, all of my palettes open today, I think, because I keep struggling to find the colours. So I'm just going to keep all my palettes open today. So, okay, we need, if we start with an ellipse, then I can do all sorts of fun things with it. I can change the shape and whatnot using this down here, so I can distort it and warp it. So I want to make it slightly wider at the bottom and then thinner at the top, but then I can also use warp to bring that in, so we get the proper egg avocado shape. I mean, it kind of looks more like an egg now than it does an avocado. That's the whole joy of drawing, right? Okay, and then we make this little boy bigger so you can actually see the avocado. Now, I think we're going to need the brown bit, right, in the back. Now, brown is a colour I really struggle to get. These are the preset ones down here that you get with Procreate when you buy it. Oh, hi Emily. Hi babes. Nice to see you here. Yeah, I was just saying brown is a colour I really struggle to get. It's like a dark brown, isn't it, for avocados? It's really flipping difficult to get. It's like that, isn't it? Right? Okay. And then drag that in there, and then it's behind this guy, and then we can just drag him out like that. Yes. I'm probably going to jinx myself now, but I've got better with the Apple Pencil, so much better, because I've been playing with it all week, ever since the stream finished. I've just been messing with it, so that I can sort of get better at using it, because boy, was it complicated to use the first time round. Like I couldn't, I was just, like the sensitivities like all off and stuff like that, but now I'm like getting a bit more used to it, which is nice. And it's nice for you guys to see my process as well. What colour is the avocado pit? It's slightly lighter, isn't it? It's like that, right? I don't want to make it too, what's the word? I don't want to make it too dark or too light. Oh no, we don't want that. That's the thing, right? Look, can you see it? If you don't press hard enough, you can barely see it. So I literally need to get up in there and press hard. That's why I had to sort out before. I had to change the pressure curve. I said this before, didn't I? I changed the pressure curve on it, on the settings, so that it was like immediately as I was pressing my pen onto the canvas, it was making a mark, and I still, like, I think I still need to work on it a little bit. Okay, avocado's face. Well, so it could be up the top. It could be up the top, but I don't know. Let's just do a face, and then we can play with it, can't we? Yes, I think that's a sensible idea. We can play with his little face. So I might give it a go down here, like that, and then we can play with it from there. Oh, he's already so cute. I told you this before, didn't I? This is like literally how I think of new products, because people like explain things, request things, sorry. See, I'm tired, I'm really tired, guys. I like spent the whole day just like snoozing. I think we went to Sainsbury's and that was about it. Like, I don't think I had anything planned necessarily for today. We were going to go out, and then it just started raining, you know. It was like, it was the worst. See, the avocado eyes look cute on the pit, don't they? So yeah, so we just ended up sitting in and watching Sherlock, like the BBC TV one, and we just kind of got stuck watching Sherlock all day, which was fine. We were going to go to like RSPB, which is really, oh look at him, he's so cute. We were going to do go to the RSPB, but then we were like, there's not going to be any birds because it's like tipping it down, and also we're going to be outside in the rain, and the cafe's probably going to be closed because it's quite small. So we're like, oh, we can't go there. And like, then we were like, oh, we go for a coffee in the Ridgeway, which is like this really nice, it's like a shipping container style cafe up the road. But then they're not doing indoor seating and stuff, so it's like, and then we were like, we could go to there's this farm zoo up the road from us as well, and we were going to go there, and then it's like, you know, everything's still so wonky, and like it's very difficult to make plans. So yeah, we just stayed in and ended up watching Sherlock all day, which was, you know, actually pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, Emily, naps are really good. Like I don't go to sleep for like that. I don't like sleep for my nap. I just kind of like get my blanket and like snug in and just kind of maybe close my eyes for a bit, but it's never like a full sleep. I don't know why. Like, I love sleeping. I can sleep for like hours and hours and hours. Okay, I'm going to draw the mask and we'll see. I'm just going to do like one of those surgical ones that you can get in the shops, because they have them everywhere now, don't they? I've always been into Japan and like Japanese culture, and one thing in Japanese culture is if you're sick, you wear a mask. And I always wanted to be one of those people that was wearing a mask, you know, like when I wasn't very well. Like I just wanted to completely absorb the culture and like live the culture. But then it was always like really embarrassing. Whereas now everybody's wearing masks. Like I said before, didn't I, about when we went to London and like everybody in the service station was wearing masks. And it was just like it was so surreal. So surreal. And yeah, like it's still so difficult to make plans. Like I can't believe I go back to school next week. Like on Tuesday, I will be at work. I'm not teaching, I don't think, until Thursday. Because we have like, when we start a new term, like a new school year, sorry, we do we call them transition days. You usually have your transition days like in the like July time. You do like that, but then you do like additional transition activities for year 7. So they're like just coming into secondary. And oh, that's cute. That's so cute. I realise the avocado doesn't have ears, so this is going to be interesting. But so we like all the teachers come back on the Tuesday. Then we have 2 like inset style days. And then no other year groups apart from year 7 come in on the Tuesday and the Wednesday, I want to say. And and then Thursday it's the whole school. So we usually do that anyway. So it means that teachers can focus on making sure the year 7s are like comfortable in that, because starting school is really scary, and we want to make sure that they're comfortable and they know their way around without like worrying about like the other kids and stuff, especially like the older kids. They can be really intimidating for the younger kids, because as year 6s they've been like the oldest kids in the school for a year, and then now they're the youngest kids again in school, so it's like a whole dynamic. Actually, on that same vein, my whole thing this week has been reading up on child counselling techniques. I think I shared the book on Instagram, but I wanted to make sure that I could make sure that I had some kind of techniques for when I go back, because I don't just want to. They don't train teachers how to counsel or how to deal with adolescent behaviour. They basically just teach us like techniques to manage the behaviour in the class, but they don't teach us like how to actually support the child in whatever they're feeling. So because my stepmom's a counsellor, she actually counsels teenagers, so she gave me a book recommendation, and it's honestly, it's so fascinating. It's like it reinforces my own technique, which is great. But yeah. Oh, hi Shannon. Hi honey. Sorry, I am on the Facebook tab. I just need to like do it. But you guys can stare at my Covavo because he done. Should I do him some little arms? Little brown arms. Let's do him some arms. I think that would be cute. We'll put them underneath. I love layers. I told you this before. I love layers because you can just like draw underneath and like flip things around. Do what you like, man. The world is your oyster. Oh, my hands are misbehaving as usual. I'll allow you guys to scold me now because I still haven't called the physiotherapist. Supposed to do that and I didn't do it. But you guys can actually, that's what I forgot to mention. On my Patreon there are bingo cards, so you can play bingo, Hattie bingo, because I mention things all the time, and I seem to recall on one of the cards it's me mentioning my hands and my physical health, so you can tick that off for sure. Yeah, there's definitely a bit more like mental health support in terms of school. I still would argue there's not enough funding in mental health in schools, because I don't think mental health in general is a focus for the government at all. I think they're way more focused on money and business. Hence why we're all going back to school, to make sure that people can go to work. I mean, also because the kids need education and they rely on me as a teacher and other teachers to support them, like emotionally and stuff, which is really good. And it's a privilege that I enjoy. But yeah, like there definitely needs to be more focus on it and more training, because I mean, like would you know how to cope, like, emotionally, if a kid came to you and disclosed something really traumatizing? Like, they don't teach you how to deal with that. But you still get it anyway. Oh yeah, Shannon, I do. I have the Apple Pencil now. And I actually know how to do it. And also, yeah, if you do have a request, just pop it in, my darling, and I will do it. Because I have a couple. Oh, here we are again. Yes, we are. On our little date. I loves my little date. Oh yeah, don't worry. Like, I've made enough that, like, if nobody uses them this time, we can use them, like, next time after that. It's fine. I just thought it would be fun. And also it meant that somebody had, like, a little prize afterwards. Right. We've got our Cavavo. Cavavo. It reminds me of that thing that that terrible tweet that Donald Trump did, where he, like, just typed some nonsense, and it's now what we call coffee when we make coffee. Okay, so I will show you. What should I show you? I will show you the newer things before I show you the veggie cards, because you've seen the veggie cards before. I want to show you the postcards, because the postcards are really cute. So I'm going to try and make those live now so you can see them. Yep, they should have popped up here for you. I'm still working out, like, where I should position myself on the camera, because, like, on striking, if I'm over here, I'm underneath, I'm, like, covered up. So I need to be, like, here, but it's so difficult to set up. So I'll show you the postcards now. If I can actually find them. I've got my whole, can you hear the rustling? You're right, it's right by my mic. One of the postcards, one of the designs I did originally for the postcards, the dino designs, was taken by and used by Postnail Press to raise money for Samaritans, which are a really good charity, and also just to get my name out there. So I decided not to use that one because it would kind of detract from that one, but I will eventually add it to the set, I think, on the website. I've got so much updating to do on the website, but I shall show you the 4 that are here. Oh, hi Shannon, I'm here. You're on striking now. Every time I wanted to log in. Oh, it wouldn't let you log in. Yeah, I had that the first time. Facebook was being a numpty, because it's Facebook that runs the chat, isn't it? Yeah. Glad to have you on the striking side. So we have this one. And it says raw, and it's a stegosaurus, I think. Yes, a stegi. And then we have a plesiosaur. Happy little plesiosaur, and it says yes plesiosaur, which I kind of ended up saying to my husband all the time. I kept saying, he's like, do you want a cup of tea? And I'm like, yes plesiosaur, because I'm a child on the inside. So we have a plesiosaur, and then we have this T-Rex, and it says you're my cup of T-Rex, but it's like tea as in a cup of tea. Do you get it? My terrible joke. And he's a little chunky boy. And then we've got this one that says, I've got your Brachiosaurus. Because it's like, I got your it's a Brachiosaurus. And they come like this. So they're just blank, but they have, like, a pre-prepared space for addresses and then a stamp. And they're so cute. And I love them. I love them so much. I love them. I keep saying this before, like, whenever I make stuff, I'm always surprised at how cohesive the palette is. Even though it's like a pre-made palette that I'm working from, I'm always, like, surprised that they work, because looking at them on here on the iPad, they don't really, like, you can't see the cohesion, if you know what I mean. Like, they don't really, you can't tell that it's going to work together. It's like the zine. When I actually put them together, it was like the pages together, it all flowed really nicely. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I actually know what I'm doing, which is, you know, wild. Oh my god, chat, so much chat. Okay, some dino postcards. Oh yeah, because I saw that he had the Postnail Press ones as well. So cute, so cute. Oh, thanks, Roshin. Or is it Roisin? Like the Irish pronunciation. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay. Next is what are we going to do next? Oh, both of them are really difficult. I keep setting myself up to fail. But we're going to do this. We're going to accomplish this. Right. Let's do a new one. Let's do a newbie. I said before, didn't I, that I always work on A4 because it means that the quality is a bit better, like when you send it for print and stuff. Oh God, I really shouldn't have faced myself towards the window because I can see that it's dark. It's only 8:20 and it's dark. I don't like it. I feel like, how do you guys feel? I feel like I've lost my summer. Like summer holidays are such a big thing for teachers. So like not having the summer break as we expected to have it is like the worst. Like I almost forgot that this whole thing was going on. And I was like, oh, I'll just book a holiday. Like we'll just go to Spain or something. And it was like, all borders closed. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Then you get like special dispensation for it and stuff. Okay, so this is the next one. This is from Kian Pebbles on Instagram. And they want a giraffe with a ginger cat on its back riding into the sunset. So I'm going to pretend like I know how to draw a giraffe. I'm just going to think like giraffe print thing. And we'll see where we go from there. So I've selected yellow, so at least I can kind of, you know, get maybe close. We start with a circle. Starting with a circle is a good idea, right? And then we can make him chonky. Ooh, I could do it like I did the dinosaur, where I like do the body and then I do the head. That's a good idea. Oh, I'm smart. I'm just going to sip my tea. Hang on, 2 seconds. It's slightly cold though now. That's really sad. I was like, every time I go for a drink of my tea, I'm like, it's going to be hot. It's going to be boiling hot. Like, even if I've left it for an hour, it's going to be boiling hot. I'm like queen of leaving tea and just forgetting about it. And then like desperately wanting it to be like one temperature and it's not. It's very depressing. Okay. Yes. All right. Now we need to join this up and make it a neck. Can you tell I don't know how to draw giraffes? Oh my gosh. Can you also tell that I'm really tired? I'm really tired. We're going to Somerset tomorrow, which is where we're both from. And I'm really looking forward to it. I love the little town that we come from. It's really nice. Oh, it's not little anymore. It's like massive now. But I really love visiting because we get to see all our old buddies that are still there, still hanging out, still living their life. And my in-laws live there as well. So it's going to be really fun. Just draw shapes. Yeah, Theo, you're right. Most of my stuff is like, what shapes is that? What shapes is that? Terrible grammar. OMG. Right, now we need to, I'm on the wrong layer. Oh, not the wrong layer, I just haven't created a new one. I need to make chonky legs. Like, let's just make them, oh, can you see my tremor? You probably can't. Thank goodness, but that was bad. Okay, I'll put them up there like that. I want to make them super chonk. And then the miracle of copy and paste. Now, please don't be pedants, but I am just gonna like do 2 legs, not 4 legs. Just pretend that their legs are like exactly together at the same time. Oh my gosh. Oh, he needs ears. Oh, and the little horns, right? They have little horns. Oh my god, I should have like got some reference images, man. Or maybe we'll do like this kind of brown. It's like supposed to be like an orangey brown, right? Like that. And then they have these little, do the horns come, they come like here, don't they? And then the ears are like back here, right? Oh my gosh, my poor little brain. He's not happy. I suppose that's probably one of the reasons why I was like really like sleepy today. But also I'm definitely nervous about going back next week. Like I don't think there's a teacher out there at the moment who isn't like slightly concerned with like all the new rules that we have to follow, because you get kind of in the flow, you know. You're like, oh, I know how to do this punishment and I know who to call for this need and I know where all the paper is. And like you could just like, I could sort of think up a cool new thing and like print it off like the night before and then like, or in the morning of, and then give them to the students, but I can't do that anymore. Everything has to be like I was going to say preordained then, but that's not the right word, but like pre-planned. And so it's really disturbing to like not have that. Like there's no security in like your job, basically. Like you don't know what's gonna, oh excuse me, I've got the tea and dinner burps. You just don't know what's coming, really. Should I do the ear in a slightly different yellow colour? Oh, come on. There we go. I'll do it slightly darker, like that. That's what I love about this up here. It gives you like the side-by-side comparison of the colour before and the colour now, so you can kind of get like a, oh yeah. All we have to fear is fear itself, said a man who does not understand fear. I was just actually talking to my mum today about fear. I was talking about existentialism. If you know what existentialism is, hit me up in the comments. I'm not like an expert on existentialism. It's just fascinating to me, and if you understand it, then you will understand humans. Should I do them sticking up like that? Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, yes, I like that. Can you tell I like it? Vaguely. Oh, vaguely on the existentialism thing. It's basically just human beings searching for meaning, because if you find meaning in your life, then, oh, hang on. It's very hard to explain, but it's basically like searching for meaning in your life, basically. To cut a long story short, it's a fascinating topic and one which involves teenagers. It's too dark outside to start thinking about the larger questions. Surely, you know, set the scene, like dark outside, you know, a brightly lit room, a cup of tea, you know, chatting amongst friends, and you start bringing up existentialism and constructivism, which then naturally follows onto that. I love philosophy. I do. Oh, he needs a little tail. Poop. Okay. Yes, we'll do it on this layer. He just needs a little teeny tiny tail. And they got a tufty bit, right? There's a lot of animals in that part of the world that have very similar like physical expression. So like, I mean biologically. So like there's a lot of animals that have the same tail, and there's a lot of animals that have the same like snout and ears and stuff like that. Which is flipping interesting, I think. Okay, and then I'll do his little tufty. Is that on the... My God, I'm actually checking my layers, guys. What the heck? And we'll just do him a little tufty like that. I've still got to draw the ginger cat. I've still got to draw the ginger cat. That's going to be fun. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Here we go. God, I'm boiling. Look, can you see how pink my ears are? That's why I had a hoodie on just now. I took it off because I was like, oh crap, it's too hot. The uncertainty of everything else, I guess life is never certain. It's very true. The only certainty is death and taxes. Was that Churchill who said death and taxes? Or was that JFK? They're both, you know, both around at the same time, both saying very similar philosophical thinkings and platitudes. Philosophy is helped by alcohol. Yeah, how do you know this is tea? All you have is my word. I do love this mug, however, because not only does it have a picture of my late English bully, Esther, she was a cute too, but it also reminds me that my mum doesn't know how to work mug printing programs. Like, you know how you can like just put a photograph on something? She didn't understand it. So she gave it to me, and she was like, I didn't understand it. So it's just got like a photo on the front there, and then just a blank space. But so like it's endearing because my mum's like being what we call wooden scissors. Like she couldn't work technology, but also it's got a nice picture of my dog on it, who I loved and still do. I love this giraffe. Oh, good. The thought process has to be slowed somewhat. Honey, it's going to take more than alcohol to slow my thought processes. Well, I suppose I'm quite slow today because I'm tired. Okay,